Cincinnati Symphony Orchestra brings people together through music with the culmination of its One City, One Symphony initiative. The program features music from American composers that explore the idea of home throughout our country's history. The headliner this weekend is virtuoso saxophonist Branford Marsalis. Virtuoso!
Yeah, okay.
Mr. Marsalis, thanks for coming in this morning talking about this. This is not your first time playing with the Cincinnati Symphony.
No, it's my second.
Yeah, what did you enjoy about the experience of playing with the, it's not just Cincinnati Symphony, but the symphonies all over the country?
Well, the music is very challenging.
Yeah.
It helped me become a better player because I had to learn how to do so many things differently than you would do it in a jazz setting, and it took a long time. It took eight or 9 years.
Wow. Now we were talking about this a little bit during the break, and that is I see a difference between classical music and jazz music, which is I think perhaps you're better known for, but it requires a certain knowledge of the instrument. It requires a certain discipline and skill and passion. Would you say? Mm-hmm.
They're very similar in that way, except in jazz we have these kind of built-in safety hatches.
Okay.
You know, it's like, okay, we can slow that down a little bit, or okay, we can change the key on this, or there's these two things that I like to play. I can play those two things. Right. When you have another person who's written the music for you that doesn't know you and doesn't care about you, they just write what they want to write, and you have to figure out how to make what they write a part of you.
Right.
So it sounds like it's actual expression as opposed to just pressing buttons and getting the notes right.
Yeah. Let's talk about the concert this weekend. The theme is home, and I think you're going to play on a John Williams composition.
Right.
Tell me about that.
It's a piece called Escapades that many of the melodies in the piece people who go to Steven Spielberg movies would be familiar with it as being music from the movie Catch Me If You Can.
Oh,
and
okay.
When I went to the movie and heard the score, I was like, wow, that would make a really nice solo saxophone piece.
Yeah.
And I emailed his company and said, please tell Mr. Williams that he should think about expanding this piece. And the next day the email came back and said, oh, it'll be out in 6 weeks. So
see, that's when you got put when you're virtuoso. That's what
no. The point is, he had already been thinking about it himself.
Okay.
No. He said, oh yeah, it's already in motion and it'll be out soon. So
that's excellent. I think the last time you were here, I asked you about Buckshot LaFunk, which was a compilation of more pop tunes, funk tunes that happened earlier.
Right.
But I know that you've been busy with your jazz quartet and recording classical music. You got anything in the hopper right now?
No, we don't. I don't. It's funny, we're doing with the jazz group, we're working with a singer, Kurt Elling, right now.
Okay.
And we're playing everywhere, and we were talking about, Kurt was mentioning that a lot of the musicians, you know, they prepare their records ahead of time. And he said, you guys just show up and you just make it happen. I said, yeah, that's pretty much what it is. So I don't really think about records to make, it's just the situation occurs, and I say, hey, let's do that.
Yeah.
So I keep that option wide open.
There we go. Branford Marsalis will be doing the classical side of his repertoire this weekend, and we put information about those concerts on the website, local12.com. I thank you so much for coming in and talking with us again.